Thanks to Comedy The Carlson, we get some really talented people in here, but it's not that often I can say legend. Comedian Dom Irrera is performing. I always like to set you up like so you have to live up to it.
Rodney Dangerfield's a legend. I'm the fat, old, alcoholic comedian who happens to be very good.
I've heard you're very good. That's what welcome back. You kill them. Actually, at the beginning of the bio, let me just read this since I've already called you a legend. When you take the stage, you don't simply get on it, you own it.
Oh, God.
Technically, do you own like a piece of the stage?
I don't own anything. I just did my little joke monkey dance and I get out of there. Hopefully people will laugh.
How long have you been doing stand-up comedy?
What's today?
Today is May 11th of 2018, I had to think.
64 years.
Are you serious? No. You can't be that.
I kid because I'm a comedian. That's what we do.
I was like, no, I was doing the math in my head.
Since 1980.
Since 1980. Does it still, do you still get jacked up about it? Do you still enjoy it when you're about to go on stage?
Well, yeah, and then, the great thing about being my age is I completely forgot what I said the other show, so it's all fresh to me now. It's all new and exciting. But it is fun, you know. It's much better than working.
You've done so many
I want you to feel my hands.
Yeah?
How soft they are?
Yeah, they're very soft.
I haven't worked since 1979. I ran out of there, never to look back.
I got to ask you, did you think my hands were soft? Because people around here say I haven't worked since I got here either.
They were quite soft.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that.
And very manly.
Very manly and soft at the same time, which is not easy to pull off.
Are you in a straight male dance club or anything like that?
I was never, no, not that I have danced on television. I have done that. Yeah, I have done that.
I've danced a few times myself. I am the worst. You were talking about the Philly teams?
Yeah, I did. I asked you because you're from Philly originally.
Thank you for bringing that up.
Yeah. What, the Eagles?
I know.
You're Super Bowl champions.
You believe that?
Who's your favorite team, though?
Whoever I bet the most money on.
Okay.
You think they care about me? I want to make a couple bucks.
They do not. You are rooting for laundry, as some other comedian once said, I believe. Yeah. I don't know who that was.
That's an interesting thing. I'll tell you that off the air.
Okay. Okay.
Wait till you hear the story behind that.
I got it. Oh, I got it. But we can't tell it on the air?
No, I can't because it would make me look bad and jealous and bitter.
All right.
I don't want to look anything but just plain bitter.
Oh, you just want to be bitter?
I want to be bitter and happy.
You've done other stuff, though, than comedy. I mean, I was looking at movies and TV shows. I noticed that a bunch of the TV shows, that comedian fraternity or sorority, whatever it is, that group, you guys kind of all take care of each other, don't you, sometimes?
I remember Larry David called for me. I had to turn down 3 Seinfelds because I was working like Slappy Bananas or some kind of Laugh-A-Lots. And then finally Larry calls me up, and luckily my friend Steve Sharippa, who ended up in The Sopranos, big guy, I'm a Luke or whatever.
Okay.
He was booking the club, and Larry said to me, and I had never seen Seinfeld. I think it's great, you know, and he goes, Dom, have you seen the show? It's really pretty good, you know. Little did I know, it was like the classic. I was the prop comedian.
Yeah, you were the comedian who was like harassing Jerry, right? You were just obnoxious. You were just.
No, I was more like into my props, and Jerry went and a woman heckled him at his club. Okay. So he went and heckled her at work.
Okay.
And to set us all free, I said, Jerry, you're the Rosa Parks of comedians. You know, so, but I had no idea what a big deal it was.
What was it like, the process of putting that show together? I mean, we all know it's an iconic show, obviously. We've all seen most of us have seen every episode. What was it like, the process, though, of putting it together? Was it as much fun as it looked like?
Well, yeah. I mean, by the time I got on, it was great. You know, so that was the one that George punked out on everything. And he was talking to that clown. That clown was John Favreau, the director. And he goes, Eric the clown. He goes, how could you not know Bozo? He goes, man, it's just a gig. It's not my life. Oh, you're hung up with some clown from the 60s, man. You know, but it was fun. It was fun.
Your gig is tonight at Comedy at the Carlson, tonight and tomorrow, and we're going to come back with more with Dom Irrera in just a few minutes.
That's it?
No, you get more.
I know.
You get 2 segments.
All right.
Very
I'm
rare.
Huge.
You're huge.
I'm a legend.
We'll be right back. I told you that.
Good Day Rochester is brought to you by your local Geico office.
What is going on over there?
That's the first time I saw my father cry.
Look at...
Oh, we're on?
No, yeah, we are. The weather today, cool, and it's going to be a little nicer for the weekend. Mother's Day looking pretty good with highs in the 60s, and then a warm-up in the middle of next week. We're with Dom Irrera, who is performing tonight at Comedy at the Carlson.
I happen to be in the neighborhood.
You are killing it here with this crew. Now, I get half of them are intoxicated, so that helps, probably. What we were talking, I can't even remember what we were talking about. We were talking about jokes and comedians and all that stuff. And your movie career, I asked you what you did before you were a comedian. You said you were an actor, but before that...
I was a 4th grade school teacher.
Oh, my.
Yeah. I taught 3rd grade for 4 years. No, 4th grade for 3 years. And it was very integrated. It was 75% black, 75% white. Really good kids. Come on, is this...
Did you guys catch that joke? Did you just catch that? All right,
Wake up out there.
Yeah.
What is this, an audience or an oil painting? What are you people, extras from the movie Coma? Yeah, I taught school. That was fun. I loved teaching school, but I hate getting up in the morning. So I had to quit. I had to.
Yeah, stand-up comedy, you don't have to get up in the morning. You may still be up in the morning.
By the way, my kids are grown-ups now that I taught. It's very funny because I have one girl, she's a statuesque blonde, comes in, she still calls me Mr. Irrera. Now it's almost a little kinky. You know? I said, you can call me Dom. You're taller than me now. Oh, Mr. Irrera, you so nice.
Did you glean some comedy out of your teaching years?
Yeah, I did some stand-up about it, and about being a Catholic and the whole thing. Of, you know, I don't know. Do you know what a mortal sin is? Well,
there's mortal sins and there's
venial sins and actual. Yeah. Well, mortal sin, you go to hell from. It's like the worst thing you can do.
Right.
And it used to be that. That eating meat on Fridays was a mortal sin, and I just didn't think that was fair. Even as a kid, you're in hell, you're burning in hell. And what are you here for? Homicide. What about you? Arson. What about you? Cheeseburger. I swear it was worth it.
Cheeseburger. How much does the act evolve? Not so much year to year, but night to night. If you like, is Friday night show and Saturday night show going to be very similar, or are you the kind of comedian that just kind of goes with
I try and as much as I can. I try and be as funny as I can be, and if I can't think of anything funnier, I do my act. You know what I mean? But it's really true. It's like I try because they want to know that they're seeing something that can't be seen again. Or it's not. I had something happen Saturday night, which I can't do on the air, but I'll tell you afterwards.
Okay.
It was the loudest laugh I've ever heard. I swear, they were banging the tables. But it was very perverted and sick and demented. It'd be probably something you'd be more used to with your family and friends.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Actually, with my co-anchors, yeah, that would be,
Look at that.
I know.
You guys have been getting up early too long.
They have, you know what? They have. It's nice when they do get up and show up for work. It's kind of nice when they.
Well, you were telling me off the air that you were really carrying this on your back, this show.
I kind of say, Don't say
I should have said that.
Probably not.
No, but they seem nice. But I mean,
I'm like a father to them.
Yeah.
And that has something to do with
They call you daddy?
Oh, they call me lots of things, Dom. They definitely do that. People come to your show. Are you, before you go on, as energized by what you're doing as you ever were? I mean, does it you still get something out of it? You still get a lot out of it after all these years?
Yeah, I mean, stand-up doesn't bother me. Real life bothers me. Like, I used to open for Cher, right? And matter of fact, Rochester was one of our best markets.
Really?
Rochester and Worcester, Mass, like these medium cities.
Yeah.
And that didn't bother me. I mean, Madison Square Garden, 20,000 people didn't bother me. But I did one of my friend's kids' marriage. He wanted me to be the minister.
Oh boy.
That made me nervous. Because I didn't want to let her down.
Right, a little more pressure.
Stand-up doesn't make me nervous. I could do stand-up in a big hammock, just laying there with my head. Hey, how you doing? Hey, what's going on? Where you from? No kidding. Ooh, ooh. But everything else it makes me nervous.
Well, we're looking forward to you being tonight at Comedy at the Carlson. First time you played that room. It's a great room.
Yeah, and I got to say, you really drilled me in this interview. You didn't have to be so mean-spirited.
I didn't throw you
at me,
digging softballs. Yeah. Comedy at the Carlson. Dom Irrera tonight and tomorrow.